Welcome to Pragmatic Quantum Living. You are the universe. I have an entertaining video after this, far more entertaining than I am. But you are the universe, bringing itself into consciousness. For far too long, humanity has operated under the illusion that we are isolated and insignificant beings. We move amongst the vast, cold, disassociated space. We need each other, but we don't know why. In this series, we're going to shatter that illusion. Pragmatic quantum living reveals a profound, different reality. One where cutting edge quantum mechanics and ancient spiritual wisdom converge to reveal your true inner powers. At the subatomic level, science has discovered a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement. When particles interact, they are inexplicably linked. You know, Meaning the state of one particle instantly influences the state of the next particle. Now, regardless of where they started out, or whether they are light years apart. Let's drink it. Knocked over my drink. Hold on. They or even inches. It's something that Einstein calls spooky action at a distance. And it challenges the very illusion of separation. It's an illusion. It proves that the entire universe is not a collection of individual parts, but a single, indivisible quantum entity. You're not standing in a universe. You are fundamentally part of the universe. You are woven into the very fabric of this universe. This scientific revelation perfectly mirrors the divine action found across many of the world's religious traditions. From Spinoza's philosophy of God as nature to the Hindu concept of Brahma, the divine is not a distant creator, watching us from afar, sitting on his throne. The divine action is continuous. The flowing of energy unites us all. Whether we call it the flow of the Q in Taoism, or the omnipresent spirit in Christianity, or the Om from Hinduism, or the Ubuntu from African spirituality. This universal energy binds us all. Every atom, every entity, together as one continuous, harmonious, I hope, web of life. Throughout pragmatic quantum living, we will explore how this absolute connectedness gives your individual choices an immense and undeniable significance. In quantum in the quantum universe, no action, no thought, no emotion is truly isolated. The theory of universal consciousness and quantum resonance suggests that every single intention you hold, it's intention, and every action you take creates a vibrational imprint on the cosmos. When you act with kindness and empathy, you generate harmonious vibrations that literally promote balance and well-being throughout the broader universe. Of course, there are some who create positive actions who use it to bind others. That's not positive. Your positive actions are so complex and make such a ripple across the web. You may not fully understand or be able to see what happens. Though you are not a passive observer in a random world, you are an active co-creator. And as astronomer Carl Sagan said, you were made of star stuff. But beyond that, you are made up of the stuff from the Big Bang. The universe spent billions of years evolving, coalescing, and complexifying, just so it could finally open its eyes and see through yours. So step out in the world with radical compassion, radical purpose. Recognize harming another person or the environment is fundamentally harming your own extended cosmic self. That uplifting others uplifts the entire cosmic web. Enhance your divine. You are the local eyes. You are the feelings of the cosmos. Welcome to Pragmatic Quantum Living, your journey to actualizing harmony and awakening what is true within you with limitless potential. And this, with the universe, begins now. To dive into these truths even deeper, I've got a short video after this. And you can see how you are connected to the fabric of existence. So enjoy the video that explains all of this. And welcome to your cosmic journey. Remember to subscribe, like, dislike, discourse, just be involved.
Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of profound isolation? It is easy to feel small, a single point of awareness wandering through a cold and disconnected void. This feeling is a legacy of the mechanical worldview established centuries ago. Classical physics described a reality made of distinct, separate objects, moving predictably through empty space. But this centuries-old model may be based on a foundational error regarding the nature of reality. The sense that we are detached from the rest of the universe is being challenged by our own discoveries. Astrophysicist Carl Sagan famously described us as the local eyes and ears of the cosmos. In his view, human beings represent the moment the universe finally brought itself into consciousness. The philosopher Alan Watts offered a similar perspective, proposing that you are simply the universe looking at itself from billions of different points of view. If we are the cosmos experiencing itself, understanding our true nature requires investigating the point where subatomic physics and ancient spiritual traditions meet. This investigation begins by looking past the macroscopic world. We have to dive through the surface of the skin and down into the buzzing energy of the subatomic realm. Here we find quantum entanglement. This occurs when two particles interact and become inextricably linked. Once linked, measuring the state of one instantly determines the state of the other. This correlation remains constant even if separated by light years. Einstein found the implications of this so unsettling that he dismissed the phenomenon as spooky action at a distance. Yet decades of modern experiments have verified this non-locality. It is now an established fact that at the most fundamental level, independent particles do not exist in isolation. These discoveries force us to see the universe as a single, indivisible quantum system rather than a collection of separate parts. This scientific reality mirrors descriptions of the cosmos found in spiritual texts written thousands of years ago. Many traditions define the divine as the underlying energy field that weaves every element of existence together into a unified whole. You see this in Baruch Spinoza's idea of God as nature and in the Hindu concept of Brahman, the singular reality that manifests as all things. These ideas find counterparts in the Taoist flow of Qi and the African philosophy of Ubuntu, which views individual life as entirely interdependent. This leads to the concept of quantum resonance, the theory that because we are part of this single web, every thought and action leaves a vibrational imprint on the universal field. Whether viewed through a mathematical or philosophical lens, you are a localized node of the universe, constantly influencing the state of the whole. You are composed of the same star stuff as the galaxies you observe. You are an active participant in a connected system. Because every part of this system is linked, your individual choices create ripples that alter the state of the entire web. If we accept the science of entanglement, where the state of one dictates another, the boundary between self and other dissolves. Disrupting the balance of another introduces a destructive vibration into your own field. Conversely, acts of compassion generate a frequency that stabilizes the entire network. This physical lattice of oxygen and hydrogen atoms demonstrates the principle. The integrity of the structure depends entirely on the unseen bonds between its parts. The universe spent billions of years evolving, just so it could finally open its eyes and experience itself. Your awareness and compassion represents the cosmos recognizing and healing its own parts. When you uplift others, you are the universe healing itself.